Today, we're delving into 30 fascinating discoveries revealed by insiders within the realm of data mining. These revelations have surfaced alongside the release of GTA 6 videos in September 2022. Let's jump right into the specifics. To kick things off, in this upcoming game, partaking in illicit activities won't always translate to wealth and prosperity. Instead, you'll be facing the potential for legal consequences and the responsibility to compensate your victims or their families. However, it's not a one-sided affair. If you become a victim of criminal actions and law enforcement apprehends the wrongdoer, you have the option to initiate a lawsuit to seek damages. This legal system ushers in a heightened sense of accountability for your in-game actions. Have you ever longed to immerse yourself in the vibrant GTA music experience during your virtual adventures? Well, in GTA 6, your wish is granted. Your character can now don headphones and groove to radio stations while on the go. Whether you're leisurely strolling through the city or deeply immersed in a mission, your favorite tunes will be your constant companions. By the way, I'm holding a monthly giveaway for a PlayStation 5. You just need to subscribe and you're entered. Now, back to the video. GTA 6 introduces a credit card system that allows players to live beyond their financial means. You can apply for a credit card either at a bank or online, granting you the ability to make purchases even when your funds fall short. However, it's essential to bear in mind that there's no such thing as free money. When you make a purchase on credit, you're given a 7-day grace period to settle the debt, along with interest. Failing to do so will prompt the bank to send enforcers after you. If they succeed in eliminating your character, you'll be held accountable for repaying the entire amount, covering medical expenses and reimbursing the items you bought on credit, all of which you'll forfeit if you can't afford to pay. The cycle then repeats, offering you another 7 days before the enforcers return. Social media also plays a substantial role in the GTA 6 experience. Each character possesses their own Bleeder and Life Invader profiles, enabling them to engage in intricate interactions with other characters. This feature allows players to delve deeper into the lives and personalities of these characters, taking the concept to a whole new level compared to previous GTAs. Now, let's delve into the return of casinos in the game. This time around, players can partake in online gambling. Interestingly, when you switch away from your character, they may autonomously seek out their addictions, often causing harm to themselves both physically and financially. In GTA 6, characters exhibit unique quirks and dislikes, rendering them more relatable and human. Consider Lucia, for instance. She harbors a strong aversion to Mondays, and her visible irritation on this day is reflected in her dialogues, mirroring her mood. This seemingly minor detail is seamlessly integrated into the narrative multiple times, adding depth to her character. It's these subtleties that contribute to the authenticity and relatability of the characters in the upcoming game. So, if you find yourself in Lucia's shoes, be cautious on Mondays. What sets GTA 6 apart is the autonomy granted to its characters. At times, they will act in accordance with their unique personalities, without any input from the player. For example, if Lucia is investigating a residence and a large dog charges at her, she might instinctively respond by firing at the dog before the player has a chance to react. Furthermore, if your character has a substantial amount of cash, they may engage in autonomous purchases. These transactions go beyond essentials like food, alcohol, tobacco, and drugs to fulfill their various needs. They may even indulge in luxury items. For instance, if Jason amasses enough wealth, he might indulge in jewelry. On the other hand, Lucia is less likely to make luxury purchases without player guidance. Furthermore, it's imperative to recognize that every in-game character has a fundamental need for sleep. Neglecting this requirement will lead to adverse consequences. Your character's well-being will deteriorate over time, their capacity to recover will slow down, and their vision may become blurred. In extreme cases, your character might even briefly lose consciousness. It's vital to remember that this mechanic applies even during missions and confrontations. Therefore, it's of utmost importance to ensure your character gets adequate rest. Here's an intriguing nugget. If you leave your character idle while they're fatigued, they may autonomously decide to take a nap. Engaging in conflicts with rival gangs within GTA 6 carries significant repercussions. If you find yourself in opposition to another gang, you're likely to become the target of their retaliation. Be prepared for intense pursuits, drive-by shootings, and fierce gunfights. If by any chance you cross paths with the Mafia, they might dispatch a highly skilled hitman to eliminate you. You won't be navigating the bustling streets of Vice City in isolation. During moments of need, you can request aid from various emergency services, including the police, ambulance, fire department, and even the Coast Guard. Lucia, who also serves as a police officer, possesses the authority to call for police backup, and can also seek support from the Noose and FIB. A word of caution, the FIB often takes credit for any crimes they assist in, and your VCPD department won't receive any rewards for their involvement. Contacting Noose can be costly and should be reserved for the most dire of circumstances. Not all of your earnings in GTA 6 stem from illicit activities. Jason, another character in the game, has the opportunity to secure legitimate employment. Roles such as a soldier, paramedic, delivery driver, or firefighter are available available to him. Each job introduces unique gameplay elements, offering a refreshing departure from the typical criminal endeavors. These job options provide depth to Jason's character, as you find yourself saving lives as a paramedic or battling blazes as a firefighter. These diverse roles offer a distinct perspective on the world of GTA 6. The game's commitment to realism reaches unprecedented levels with the introduction of visible sweat. While characters in GTA 5 did display perspiration after extended runs, in GTA 6, you'll observe not just sweat on their clothing, but also droplets forming and tracing paths down their skin. This feature not only enhances the visual fidelity, but also serves as an indicator of your character's physical exertion and stress levels. Let's delve deeper into the characters' personalities. In GTA 6, each individual has their unique sporting preferences. For instance, take Jason. He's an avid basketball enthusiast and a staunch supporter of the Carcer City team. On the other hand, Lucia is a fervent football fan and a dedicated advocate for the Mambas. Adding a touch of sentimentality, Lucia's late husband had a profound love for tennis, making the sport hold a special place in her heart. Your characters aren't isolated entities in this virtual realm. They can cultivate friendships and establish business relationships with other in-game characters. While pivotal figures like Jacob Hughes play vital roles in the storyline, the scope of social interactions extends beyond these central characters. Your characters have the opportunity to build connections with everyday citizens, promising a rich tapestry of dynamic relationships. For those occasions when you're going on dates, similar to Jason in GTA 6, it's worth noting that each woman has her own set of preferences and dislikes, reminiscent of GTA 4. Some may appreciate it when Jason dresses up for the occasion, and might react unfavorably if he doesn't, or if he repeats outfits across multiple dates. These women also have distinct preferences regarding activities, cuisine, vehicles, and music. While most of them will respond negatively to Jason's rudeness or hostility, some may be more forgiving. So if you're stepping into Jason's shoes, remember to present your best self, both in terms of behavior and attire. Moreover, events within the game world have a lasting impact on your character. Paintball splatters, bloodstains, and dirt will adhere to your character's skin until you take the initiative to clean them. This immersive detail adds an extra layer of realism to the GTA 6 experience, making it feel more authentic than ever before. Continuing, GTA 6 introduces a dynamic stress system. When your character is under pressure, falling asleep becomes more challenging, and in certain circumstances, they may find it impossible to rest entirely. Multiple factors influence your character's stress levels, including shootouts, withdrawal from substances, police scrutiny, and occupational stress. Each character in the game reacts uniquely to stress, introducing a distinct and immersive layer to the gameplay experience. Lucia, a prominent character in GTA 6, assumes the role of a law enforcement officer. She begins her journey with a VCPD Buffalo as her patrol vehicle. However, exercise caution, as if this vehicle meets an unfortunate fate, you'll need to allocate resources from the department's budget for a replacement. While this information has been corroborated by numerous insiders, it's essential to note that it remains unconfirmed whether this aspect will make its way into the final game. Additionally, each character in the game has a preferred weapon. Interestingly, every character has a specific firearm they favor. These character traits are intricately woven into the storyline. For instance, Jason might find himself in custody at the VCPD station on occasion. Given that Lucia, as previously mentioned, serves as a police officer, she takes on the responsibility of securing his release. If you switch to Jason without first arranging his release, he'll spend some time in the cell, temporarily disabling the character switch feature until Lucia intervenes. In the first of these downloadable content DLC packages, players will step into the shoes of Tony Prince, a character wrestling with a profound drug addiction. His story unfolds in parallel with the events of GTA 6. The second DLC offers a fresh perspective, allowing players to assume the role of Ramon, a member of the Vice City Vegas gang, who has recently emerged from a lengthy 15-year prison sentence. Ramon's challenge is to adapt from being a revered figure within the gang to dealing with a new generation of gang members who hold no reverence for his past status. This narrative unfolds just prior to the events of GTA 6. However, it's crucial to approach this information with a certain degree of skepticism. As of September 2022, these details are grounded in leaks and rumors. Game development is a dynamic and intricate process, often involving substantial alterations before the final release. A notable example is Rockstar's original plans for GTA 5. While they initially intended single-player DLCs for the game, the overwhelming success of GTA Online shifted their focus towards the multiplayer aspect. Therefore, while we have heard intentions to introduce single-player DLCs for GTA 6, we must bear in mind that planning and execution are distinct phases. This isn't the first time a Grand Theft Auto title underwent significant changes before launch. For instance, GTA 3 underwent revisions in response to the tragic World Trade Center attack. Elements of the game that were considered sensitive or inappropriate in the aftermath of the tragedy were either altered or removed. GTA 6 represents a significant leap forward in terms of non-playable characters, NPCs, and their interactivity. Gone are the days of one-liners and superficial chatter from previous titles. Now, NPCs engage in meaningful conversations that enrich the game world. Speaking of NPCs, it's essential to note that your character's attire plays a pivotal role in shaping how other characters perceive and interact with them. Consider Jason, for example. If he dons a sharp suit while in an upscale neighborhood, he can anticipate receiving the utmost respect. However, if he opts for worn sweatpants and a shabby shirt, those same individuals might regard him with suspicion, maintain a vigilant eye, or treat him with indifference. In the realm of commercial air travel in GTA 6, you'll have a unique perspective, experiencing the interior of the plane rather than an external third-person view. While the flights don't involve high-speed maneuvers, you won't be able to disembark from the aircraft if it's positioned over inaccessible terrain in the central map area. Attempting to do so triggers an animation where your character flies through this unreachable region before exiting the plane. While on board, players have the freedom to stand, move around, interact with their surroundings, and even enjoy a drink at the onboard bar or discreetly switch to a different class. For those who lead a high-flying life with private jets in GTA 6, luxury extends to having dedicated staff to oversee your residence. These staff members include butlers, chefs, maids, and other domestic personnel, and their roles are tailored to meet the specific needs of your dwelling, whether it's a lavish mansion or a more modest apartment. This level of customization allows you to align your living experience with your character's chosen lifestyle. Delving further into the game's intricacies, when using cabs or other public transportation in GTA 6, a new feature replaces the previous skip option from GTA 5. This iteration presents players with a sleep option. This feature allows your character to take a nap during the journey to their destination. It not only fast-forwards through the travel, but also provides a brief respite for your character. However, be cautious when choosing to nap during a ride, as there's a possibility of waking up to find you've been a victim of a robbery while asleep. Moving on, we have an exhilarating addition in the form of Dr. Dre's in-game radio station, The Pharmacy. The iconic rapper and producer will serve as your musical guide, as the station features the entire 2001 album and a hand-picked selection of other tracks. Whether you're cruising the streets of Vice City or engaged in a high-speed chase, Dr. Dre's music will keep you thoroughly entertained. Continuing our exploration, the television experience in the forthcoming GTA promises to offer an unprecedented level of immersion. Televisions now have schedules, and you can set alerts on your in-game phone to remind you of upcoming shows. You have the opportunity to tune in to a wide array of programs, including reality shows, comedy series, drama series, and even sporting events. Each series comprises multiple episodes that adhere to a specific schedule. Here's the thrilling aspect. Your actions, both during and outside of missions, directly impact the content of news broadcasts on radio and TV. This dynamic feature injects life and responsiveness into the game world. When dealing with airport security services in GTA 6, it's crucial to proceed with caution. Suspicious behavior within an airport setting leads to scrutiny and questioning. Attempts to circumvent security checks result in severe consequences. Furthermore, any efforts to steal or hijack an aircraft will inevitably result in deadly outcomes. Now, let's delve into what could arguably be the most noteworthy piece of information in this video, at least in my view. Rockstar Games has grand designs for the future of GTA 6 post-launch. They are gearing up to release 2 single-player DLCs, and these hold tremendous promise for expanding the game's narrative. In conclusion, while excitement builds for the potential features and developments in GTA 6, it's vital to acknowledge that the final version of the game may differ from our current understanding. Nevertheless, we can maintain confidence that Rockstar Games will deliver a captivating and immersive experience that upholds the esteemed legacy of the Grand Theft Auto franchise.